Today we will be measuring functional range of motion, measuring range of motion, and lastly manual muscle testing. Helping us today is my friend Michael. So let's go ahead and start with our head. Let's bring our chin to your chest and then all the way up. Good. Okay, let's go down to the side and down to the other side. Let's bring our arms all the way up, straight in front, and then behind your head, like this. Then go behind your lower back, like this. Let's go ahead and bring our arms up, out to the side, and then down to the side. Then bring your palms into your shoulders and out. Then let's bring our elbows into our sides, and let's go to the neutral position, and let's put our palms down to the floor, and then our palms up to the ceiling. Go back into the neutral. Let's make a fist and extend. Let's point our hands out to the side and then in towards the middle, and then go down with your wrists and then go up with your wrist, and then lastly, can you touch your thumb to each one of your fingers? And that's it for the functional range of motion. Next, I'm going to measure Michael's range of motion. We'll go ahead and start with the shoulder, and then we'll go on into the elbow and the forearm. So Michael, I'm going to go ahead and turn you so that they can see your shoulder. Let me go ahead and get your starting position. Okay, can I have you bring your arm all the way up like this? Good. Okay. I have 155 degrees on shoulder flexion. Okay, let me go ahead and get the starting position now again. Okay, now can I have you bring your arm all the way back without bending over? Perfect. Okay, I have about 50 degrees. Okay, now I'm going to spin you back around so that they can see your back, where I'm going to be measuring from. This is going to be abduction, so let me get the baseline. Read. Okay, Michael, can I have you lift your arm all the way up and over like this? Okay, good, and hold it. Good, okay. I have 180 degrees of abduction. Okay, now next I'm gonna, sorry for keep spinning you, I'm gonna have you come and face the camera now. Can I have you bring your arm out straight to the front? Okay, let me get that initial measurement. Okay, straight out to the front like that, there you go. Okay, now can you come out to the side like this? Good. Okay, 90 degrees of horizontal adduction. Oh, I'm sorry, abduction. Okay, now we'll be going into horizontal adduction. Can I have you lift it up again? Okay. And now bring it in straight into your body like this. There you go, good. Okay, and I have 45 degrees of horizontal adduction. Okay, now I'm going to have you bring your arm up like this. Okay, straight up at a right angle like that. There you go. Good. And I'm going to be taking all of your measurements from your elbow. So let me go ahead and start with the first. Okay, now can I have you bring it all the way in like this? Again, without coming forward. Good. Okay, I have 60 degrees of internal rotation. Okay, and go back to the starting. Good job. Okay, now can I have you come all the way up like this? Okay, and now I have 80 degrees of external rotation. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and test the alternate measurements for internal and external rotation. So if I can have you go start right here, okay, and I'm going to measure it on the underside, okay, again from the elbow, so I'm going to have you come all the way out like this, okay. Okay, I have 70 degrees of external rotation. Okay, and back to the starting position again. Take the baseline, going straight forward. Okay, and now come into your body. And make sure that the control arm is always facing straight forward. Okie dokie. And I have 60 degrees of internal rotation. Okay, lastly we'll go on to the forearm. So let's go ahead and do flexion. Let me get the baseline. Okay, and let's start on your lateral epicondyle right here. Okay, come up into a flexion. Good job. Okay, we're almost to 150 degrees. So it was actually at 145 degrees. Okay, now we're going to come up into this position, go from neutral, and then now can I take you to get your palm to face down. Okay, now I'm testing pronation. Okay, we have a little bit above 90 degrees. So we have 85 degrees of pronation. Can I have you go back to neutral? And then we're going to go up into supination. Okay, the control arm is facing straight down. And I have you at 70 degrees of supination. Let's go ahead and begin with manual muscle testing. So Michael, if I can have you have a seat and come all the way out to the edge so that we don't impede on any of your range of motion. Okay, so first I'm going to have you come all the way up like this. Okay, now don't let me move it. Good. Okay, now come back and then go backwards. Good. Okay, now don't let me move it. Good. Okay, now let's go ahead and bring your arm all the way up. Out to the side. Okay, don't let me move it. Good. Okay, now we're going to go through 3 different bicep curls. Okay, so first, can I have you do a bicep curl with your fingers pointing straight out like this, okay? Okay, now don't let me move it. Good. Okay, next we'll do a bicep curl with your palms facing down. Okay, go ahead. Don't let me move it. Good. Okay, now a traditional bicep curl. Go ahead and do it. And don't let me move it. Good. Okay. Let me document that real fast. Okay. Let's go ahead and do your tricep. So if you want to come all the way up, bring it all the way back like this. Good. Okay. Now extend at your elbow, all the way straight. Okay. Now don't let me move it. Good. Okay. Alright, now let's go ahead and come out like this again and bring that in close into your side, your elbow. Okay, now can I have you bring it, your palm up to the ceiling, okay? Don't let me move it. Okay, now let's go down, okay? Don't let me move it. Good. Okay, this next one, can I have your elbow close to your body and bring it all the way back like this, okay? Now I'm testing your pronator quadratus, okay? Can you make that hand flat for me? Okay? And so go ahead and go down like this, okay? Now don't let me move it. Good. Okay. And that's all the ones that we're going to do seated. Then now we're going to go ahead and go into the mat. For the next portion of manual muscle testing, we'll have Michael lay in a supine position on our therapy mat. This, unfortunately, is just a makeshift therapy mat out of a dining room table because we do not have a therapy mat available to us for this time of filming. And it's also not long enough. We definitely want a mat that's long enough to accommodate his lower extremities as well. So typically for a manual muscle testing, we won't use a table like this, and they're usually padded for added support and comfort. So Michael, if I can go ahead and have you lay down. Okay, good. Okay, I'm going to have you bring your arm all the way out to the side and come all the way up like this, like you're about to give yourself a hug. Okay, don't let me move it. Good. Okay, let's go ahead and go into a side laying position. You can use your right arm as a pillow. Okay, good. Let's bring your arm up. Okay, now I'm going to be testing for adduction. Okay, now don't let me move it. Good. Okay, now let's go ahead and lay on your tummy. Okay, and have your left arm hanging straight down. Okay, can I have you lift your arm straight out to the side with a straight elbow? Okay, now don't let me move it. Good. Okay, now let's go into a 90-degree angle. Now we're going to be testing Michael's internal-external rotation. Okay, so can I have you bring your palm like you're about to slap me? Can I have you go back? Good. Okay, don't let me move it. Good. Okay, go back to neutral, and then come back up, the opposite direction. Good, don't let me move it. Perfect. Okay, and that is it for manual muscle testing, functional range of motion, and measuring range of motion. Here are Michael's scores for range of motion. We tested only one side for the sake of time in this video. The typical range of motion for each movement is listed to the left of the observed measurements. Michael's measurements are very typical for someone with more muscle mass than the average person. For example, in flexion and extension of the forearm, his measurements were 145 degrees, while the typical is 150. So because of Michael's larger than average bicep muscles, he is somewhat limited in his range of motion. However, there are not any large discrepancies that may be a cause for any type of concern. For manual muscle testing, there is a scale of 0 to 5. Michael scored all 5s on each of the muscles tested. A 5 is given when the client has full range of motion and with maximum resistance. If Michael were to score a 4, he would have full range of motion with less than maximum resistance. Michael displayed no complications with any of his functional range of motion on tested areas, and also displayed normal muscle grades for manual muscle testing. Given these scores, I can discern that there is no need for any type of intervention in these areas.